Yes, we are back. Back again in Farm Sim 22. Back again on our multiplayer farm, which is the Elmcreek Extension. An extension to Elmcreek, where today I'm going to do a little bit of solo farming. Not normally on the farm so much on my own. We're going to do a spot of solo farming. A couple of bits and pieces to do. A bit of grass mowing. The animals need some food. So we'll be doing that and then see what else we can do after that. If you're watching this on the YouTubes and you're new to my content, or even if you're not, then hello indeed. This going out on the channel on a Friday, which could be called Farming Friday. It could be. I don't think it will be, but it could be. Other content from me on the YouTubes is something from Train Sim Classic on a Wednesday. On a Saturday is from Train Sim World 3. When I've got something new to look at, and that goes out on what I call Random Sunday. And on a Monday, a game we haven't done in a while, or something that hasn't appeared very much, goes out on a Monday. So plenty of content from me. There will, of course, be links in the description below to where you can get this map for the PC version of Farm Sim 22, and it truly is a brilliant map. I'll show you it in a second. There'll also be a link down there to the Twitch page where you can watch me live on Twitch doing farming at least once a week over there on Twitch. 6 days of the week I am here doing live things, and also a link down there to my Discord server as well. So yes, Elmcreek Extension, and good morning, ADEC. It's brilliant. For those of you that may have played Elmcreek, Elmcreek's a standard map that comes with Farm Sim 22. And a standard map goes from the top of the screen to the bottom of the screen, and from here, just left of where the crop types are, to over here. That is where standard Elmcreek comes to. So Elmcreek's awesome. Really good. Love the map. Spent a bit of time on it when we first started doing Farm Sim 22. The Elmcreek extension, which I said I will link below, makes it slightly little bit bigger. It now covers top to bottom of the screen and from the same place, so just left here and all the way over to here. So you can see that square in the middle that is standard Elmcreek. The Elmcreek extension gives us all of this around the outside, and it's awesome. Really, really is. There's a grass field up here, 116 up in the top right, that I'm going to go mow in a second, because this being the first of 2 farming streams I'm doing today, later on we're going to go and chop some trees down so we can make this grass field even bigger. So that's a thing. Thank you, Adek. So I'm going to go up there and do some mowing. Then some of the animals need some food, which we've got. So I'm going to go and do that. But first things first, let's jump in even, le tractor, and go and run up there to the grass field and do some of the mowing thing. Right, let's get my tractor. Lovely. Don't you just love pop-ups? Thanks very much for that. There we go, get rid of that. Right. Is it more likely Old MacDonald? Oh, that's a door. There's a door there. Right, this will show you the scale of the Elmcreek extension. Obviously we're here. Our yard is right in the middle virtually of Elmcreek. We've basically converted some fields that are here into our yard, and as I said, we're heading up all the way up here to field 116. We're going to stop on the way at our yard here and pick up the mowing equipment. So we'll head right down the main road of Elmcreek, and you'll see when I exit the main standard map. Did I work out what I'm doing about York? I was looking at hotels, and that's an expensive option, so I think train is probably going to be my best bet. Yeah, for those wondering, we've got a meet-up planned in December at the York Railway Museum, and we were trying to work out on one of the previous streams my best options for getting there. Okay, so still in standard Elmcreek map at the moment. Feels weird. We used to have our animal yard here. Feels slightly weird not having the animals here. They're spread about the yard, or spread about the map now, should I say. So right, this is the point, pretty much, where you leave standard map. So now we're in the extended territory. And I just love how seamless this is. As we make our way all the way down to the end. Well, not quite to the end actually in this, because we've got a little yard. I'll say I'll go in there and grab the mowing equipment. I know we've got plenty of grass, because we spent quite a considerable amount of time in a couple of previous streams sorting out the grass. But I'm going to mow it, and then missed the train. And then we'll see what can happen to it after that. Right, let's turn into our yard here. This, for those watching live, which isn't many of you at this unearthly hour of the day, the first of 3 streams today. Lunchtime back with some construction sim, my first look at that. And then tonight, more farming, where there'll be a few of us. Well, hopefully, anyway. Right. So here's our animal yard. So I'm going to dump my weight off here. So let's leave my weight there. Let's go and pick up the mower. So yeah, we got 413,000 litres of grass in that silo behind me. That's quite a lot of grass. I didn't notice whoever used this mower last didn't clean it. Might have been me. Okay, so pick up the mower. And take the mower up to the field. You can actually see that, because I didn't clean it last time maybe, it's still green and grassy coloured. That's so cool. No, some solo farming for me. I wouldn't expect anybody else to be up and about and farming this unearthly hour of the day. Yeah, for those of you on YouTube, currently just gone 7 AM as I'm streaming this. You can see the time in the top right, the actual time. I make our way up to the field that we spent a lot of time on the other day when we made this bigger. Hi Aaron. Oh god. Unsociable hours, pay will be required. It's not unsociable hours. It's a great time of the day. Well, I did say there may be an early morning stream. Right, let's unfold that. And unfold that. I love the way that some of this stuff's animated in Farm Sim. It's so good. Right, lower the front mower. Lower the back mower. And then the noise now as you turn these things on. They've just done such a good job of the modelling. That's the front one. that's the back ones. That's just so good, isn't it? It just really is so good. I love Farm Sim. Right. Mowing of the grass. And round we go. So we've got it set to swath dropping, so it'll create a nice central pile. That then can be gone round again afterwards and picked up. The last time we went round, we had someone with the tedder going round after me, which dries out the grass and turns it into hay. Then we had someone going round behind the tedder with a windrower, which put it back into a nice neat row again. And then we had someone going behind the windrower with a baler, turning it into bales. So it was really cool. We had some teamwork on this before. Come on. Up the hill. There we go. So yeah, so this is the bit that later on, when we do the second stream today of farming, we're going to chop down these trees to the left so we can extend this field out towards the railway line and up towards this area at the top up here, where we're going to put in another bunker silo so we can put some of this grass out of the way. So hence the mowing of it. So then I can leave it then to be picked up later on, and then we can dump it in the bunker silo. So that may be something we'll do on tonight's stream. But for now, we'll mow it all, and say the animals need some food. So the cows need feeding. The sheep definitely need feeding. Come on, pick a gear. There we go. Doesn't like that hit that hill when it's under load. Come on, first gear. Okay, seems a bit extreme, but okay. It's not that much. Well, I suppose a little bit of a hill. So we used to have the Big M mower. But actually, I really like using like the tractors and putting implements on it. I think having some of these sort of machines that make it too easy, because this thing's actually quite cool to watch work. Well, I think so anyway. Yes, it's quite a sizable field already. As I say, we are going to make it bigger. And it does feel quite weird. I don't normally spend much time on the farm on my own, certainly streaming. Occasionally I will jump on my own and do some bits and pieces, but really wanted to do a live stream, and for YouTube's sake. I've put out a lot of farming content before on YouTube, and YouTube don't like farming. I don't know why, because on Twitch farming is sort of really popular and I really love it, but YouTube are like, nope, don't like that, not watching that. And I just can't understand why. Right, one lap done. Around we go again. Train in the distance. We never really used the train in 22. We did occasionally in 19. We used to use it a lot in 17. The mechanics were, I think, different in 17. Because I remember on Goldcrest, when we used to do that, we'd use the train almost as a storage thing. So we'd go and harvest a field and then put that crop in the train and then just leave it sat there. And then when the train was full, we'd then go and sell it. So we'd use it as like a sell point / storage facility. We never really used it much, or even hardly at all, in 19. But it's different in 22 now, in that you've got to lease the train rather than just jump in and drive it. I'm not sure if I'm so keen on that, so we just don't use it at all. Definitely one of those jobs on the farm that's quite therapeutic. It's just quite chilled just to come on. It's quite an easy thing to do. Just trundle around. This is one of those jobs where, and here comes the unshameless plug, we are looking for new people to join us on the farm to help us out, because as you saw by the map, it's quite large. So even if you're fairly inexperienced in Farm Sim 22, do get in contact with us through the Discord server, so that'll be linked in the description below. There's a farming section in the Discord server. Just get in touch. So these are the sorts of jobs where even if you haven't got a lot of experience in Farm Sim, these are the easy things, because you haven't got to worry about what crop you're planting. You haven't got to worry about whether you've got the right implement or what you're doing. It's basically grab some mowers and go round the field. Hi Harry. So it's one of those jobs that is important to the farm, because we use grass to make or turn into hay to then make the TMR to feed to the animals. We also use just grass to, thank you for that. Eyes my eye a bit being picky this morning. We also use grass to feed the sheep and for silage, which goes towards the animals as well. So grass is actually quite an important thing on the farm, and we've got a lot of it, but it is one of those really simple jobs that can be done quite easily, and it's quite chilled. So yeah, we are looking for more people to join us to help us out, so do let us know in the farming section of the Discord server. Obviously, if you're an experienced Farm Sim 22 farmer, then yeah, let us know as well. So we stream it once or twice a week, but being it's a multiplayer farm, it's always up, and so it's great when you've got people just coming on and off and doing bits and pieces. And we do treat it sort of relatively seriously. It is one of the games that I do that I actually take relatively seriously. So we do use equipment, clean it, refill it if required, and put it back where we found it. We don't drive each other's tractors because we've got our own tractors, and we respect each other and the farm. Because we're all here to benefit the farm and benefit each other. We do run quite a lot of mods. Currently around 100, I think, we've currently got on. Which is a few. It's less than we used to have. We were up in the 160s at one point. See, I didn't want to have to do the stopping thing, but because I missed that bit, I have to do the stopping and backing up thing now, and which makes it difficult for that person that goes around and collects the grass, which I'm not too concerned about, but I love the fact these new voucher tractors have got a manual gearbox as well. So really like the fact that it labours while it's trying to find the right gear. So it shouldn't take too long to mow this. It's a fairly large field, but so we're making pretty good progress. And then later on, once we've got the new bunker silo, which is going to go up there, then we can take the grass from here and start putting it in the bunker silo and turn it into silage. So yeah, up there we see that barn. That's where we're going to put the bunker silo, or bunker silos. So we can keep all the grass or silage up here, which is quite cool. Before, so I love the fact that we had all the animals together in one yard, but I quite like now, as we'll see when we go and feed the cows, that they are separated. So it is a little bit of a trek to go and sort of feed the animals. It's not a 30-second job anymore. You've got to go and take the stuff and go on a bit of a trek around the map. Down the main straight. So yeah, we spent a lot of hours on this field the previous weekend. Picking up the bales took some considerable time. I think with this we'll use the pickup trailer and then go and deposit that into trailers. I wonder if we can use a forage harvester. Will a forage harvester pick up off the ground? That could be useful. So if we can go along with a forage harvester and have someone drive along with a trailer by the side, taking the stuff off the ground and then deposit it into a trailer. I wonder if that's a thing we can do. Maybe we'll find out later on. Because we can have someone just going around picking it up. And if that can deposit into a trailer running alongside, then we can just have a couple of sort of trailer people just shuffling the stuff from there straight into the bunker silo. That's a thing. We'll see. Right, yeah, because of this corner now, I'm going to have to do the stopping thing here. And then go straight up that side again. I thought it would be a nice roundy corner, but too sharp it would seem. Go on, pick a forward gear. Thank you. There we go. So yeah, we'll finish mowing this. We'll check on all the animals. I think the grass needs sheep. No, the sheep need grass, and we've got some of that. And 2 of the lots of the cows need TMR, and we've got some of that as well. So we should be able to get all the animals going. It definitely struggles up that bit of hill. Yeah, it's definitely one of the simpler jobs on the farm, doing the grass mowing. It is quite therapeutic, considering every day, well, we've got it set for 1 day per month, so every month technically it needs mowing, so we produce a lot of grass. I think it's 400,000 litres from the last cut that happened on here, so we're going to end up with a lot of grass. You know, if every time we sleep someone then comes and mows this, that's going to be quite a considerable amount. And I don't know what capacity the bunker silo's got, but I should imagine that would hold quite a bit. So what's this? This is the 4th lap round. Come on, forward. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of grass on this field. I like the fact that we're turning into almost a sort of branded farm as well. We like the Kubota stuff. We got their implements from either from the official DLC, and there was a mod as well which gave us more stuff, and we like class stuff as well. Well, I think a couple of us do. The rest of them I don't think are bothered, but I like the class stuff and I like the Kubota stuff. Wish there was a bigger Kubota tractor, although I really do like my Valtra. So now it's got a manual gearbox. It's very nice. I think I've had Valtras going back to, I don't know what I had in 17. Certainly 19 I was pretty much Valtra. Yeah, I don't know what I was using back in 17. I can't remember that far back. A John Deere. I know there's one point on one of the maps we did in 17 we all had the same tractor, just in different colours, so there was no like issues with power and stuff. Now the way we do it, we're all on medium tractors and we have a maximum engine size of 250 horsepower. That didn't make any sense. A maximum horsepower output of 250. So we can choose any tractor we like with no more than 250 horsepower, which is enough We did go large tractors before with like a 400 horsepower limit, but 250 is absolutely fine. It does everything we need it to do. I quite like the fact that it struggles. You know, coming up that little hill, it did change down to like first, and that's quite cool. For those watching live, as you'll see in the upcoming trucking stream we're doing on Saturday night, a 320 horsepower old Mercedes truck tackling the quarry. That's going to be interesting for sure. I do like underpowered things. It's quite nice having that struggle. Not so nice when you get save lag like that. Right, another lap done. And around we go again. Yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, definitely a nice, easy, early morning, relaxing job on the farm. Yeah, and for those watching live, this is the first of 3 streams today. Back at lunchtime with my first look at Construction Sim. And then back this evening for more farming. Multiplayer. Then, nope, be joined by some other fellow farmers. So we're going to tackle those trees over there. So we can then extend this field for even more grass. And then more farming again on Sunday. Double farming on Sunday. Come on, forwards. Thank you. There we go. I am keen or mad. It's one of those. Well, I did say yesterday there may be an early morning farming stream, and I woke up fully refreshed and thought, well, definitely today's the day. We're going to have to do some late night farming at some point as well. So I don't really do any late night streams anymore. You know, a few years ago, I'd still be here at like 1 AM when we used to do our, 5 and 6 hour trucking streams. Now I think for everyone's sanity, a couple of hours is probably enough. So yeah, once we've mowed this, come on, up the hill, thank you. Once we've mowed this, we'll leave this grass here. And then we'll see how we can collect it later on. Right, so now I'm going to have another pointy bit going down there. Go. So yeah, definitely a nice relaxing job to start the day. only pain is when you do things like this is you end up with these little awkward little bits in the middle. Part of me wonders if it was a square field, then I would have just gone up and down in rows. So you could have started along that edge and just gone up and down. So work your way down. So you got nice, neat rows going up and down, which from a picking up point of view then is easier. A bit late now. Well, that'd probably been quite good. Go up, turn around, come back down. Turn around, go back up. So just work your way all along the edge of the field. That would have actually been almost sensible, you know. Almost. Alright, straight back up that bit. Come on. Pick a gear. There we go. Yeah, it won't take too much longer now. But yeah, grass a really useful commodity on the farm. As I said, it's we use it for silage, we turn it into hay, and then use it to make TMR for the cows. We use it, keep it just as grass for the sheep. So it's a really useful thing. And with a field like this, you don't get a lot of money for grass, but you could, you know, pick it all up and sell it. So it's quite an easy thing to start out with. You know, the mowers are fairly inexpensive. These ones will create the swath dropping action, so those rear ones are feeding in the middle, obviously the front one's feeding straight back, so you do end up with these nice straight rows. So you can just go around with a baler or pickup trailer afterwards and just pick it up off the ground. Yeah, we definitely want to get rid of these roundy corners when we do that bit across the top there, because it'd be nice if you could just go all the way around in nice sweeping actions. Grass is free money laying on the ground, indeed, and fairly easy to do. And I said, you know, if you're new to farming, it's quite an easy job. You can't really muck it up. Attach some mowers and drive round. It's not difficult. You can see where you've been, and you can go back round afterwards and put some fertilizer on if you want to get more yield once you've picked it all up, and then wait, and it will regrow and go and do it all again. Yeah, we've stopped doing the whole production chains thing in Farm Sim. We had them all on at the beginning, and we've got cotton. We've got quite a big cotton field actually. The production thing almost, I wouldn't say ruined the game, but it made it too easy to make money, and it just seemed a bit, I don't know, it just seemed a bit unrealistic. The whole, you know, furniture thing, the whole, you know, clothing thing. I get why they put it in, because Global Company was really popular in 19. So I get that. And, you know, we basically just had loads of production when we first started doing this. And, you know, with production in full swing, you could go around with a trailer and you'd end up with like £300,000, £500,000 worth of money just by going to do a production run. So we had people on the farm that were just coming on, picking up production, and we were making so much money. And we play a map until we complete it, and by complete it is own every field. And when we first did Elmcreek, and then consequently maps after Elmcreek, we completed them so quickly because we had production on. So now we've decided to remove production. The only thing we have got, which doesn't really make us money directly, is a TMR mixing station and a pig food mixing station, which it classes as production, but it's not producing something that gives you instant monetary value. It's creating pig food and cow food. There's obviously the stuff that's in the game as standard, so as in every other farm sim, the cows produce milk, you sell the milk. The chickens produce eggs, you sell the eggs. The sheep produce wool, you sell the wool. The pigs are useless, so we sell the pigs. But yeah, the production thing, I don't know, it sort of took away from the farming thing. And the same with a lot of the other features for 22. We turned off the effects of seasons. We've just got the visuals on. Snow is turned off. Periodic ploughing I've never had on. Lime I've never had on. Weeds we don't have on. Stones we tried but have turned those off. So all the features that have been put into 22 we've basically turned off. So it's almost as though we're still in Farm Sim 19 but with the visuals of 22. And it just means you're just doing basic farming again. So if we want money, we turn a field over and sell it. We've now started looking at when we're selling crop. So rather than just going harvesting it and just selling it at the best price we can, we're doing the correct thing and putting it in the silo and then checking those prices and then selling it when it's at its best price, which a farmer would do. And things like this now, we're looking at making our own silage, we're looking at grass, so we're looking after the animals. We're going to do some forestry later on, which a farmer would do, not on a huge scale, but a farmer will chop down trees and plant new trees. So yeah, there's certain aspects to 22 that I love. I love the visuals, I love the audio. But there's certain things that, yeah, just made it too easy. And we've only got, a year? Just over a year until we get, what is going to be 24, I'm guessing. And interested already to see, what features we're going to get with that. I would love to see more on the farmer aspect. So, I'd like to see, and again, have it optional, but I'd like to see a health bar for you, the farmer. So you've got to eat, you've got to drink, you've got to sleep. So a bit like you get in ETS2, if you don't sleep, you'll start getting tired, you'll yawn. So you can do a long day, but you'll get tired. So, make the farmhouse more of a place. So, maybe then if you're producing eggs, if you're producing meat, and that, maybe you do have, I don't know, a supermarket built into the game, or a farmer's market. So you can go and sell your produce there, but you also buy produce there. So part of your thing is to keep your store cupboard stocked up. Maybe not with individual items, but food, drink. So you've got to keep, your health up. which means maybe, I don't know, you have a rucksack, a bag, or something. Yeah, the health bar is in another farming game. So yeah, you know, so before you leave the farmhouse to go and do your day's farming, you grab your rucksack and you put in your rucksack food and drink. So when you're out in your tractor, you know, you're doing a 6, 7, 8 hour shift, you've got to eat, you've got to drink. So little things like that. So focus maybe more on the being a farmer rather than the production aspect. In Ed's case, JD. Well, yeah, I just think that would be quite cool. So, in, you know, not quite heading towards the Sims aspect, but, you know, having to look after your farmer, because, you know, you change clothes, or you can change clothes, but it doesn't really matter. You know, you could just spend days, months. You never have to go to the farmhouse, only if you want to sleep. It's not, you know, it's just a never-ending thing. Obviously have it as something you can turn off, because some people won't want to play with it, but I think that would be quite a cool thing. So don't focus on the production, focus on the stuff on the farm. And, you know, I'd love to see a proper used market for equipment. So although we've got this sale thing going on, there was a brilliant mod for 19 that basically let you buy any piece of equipment used. So it already had hours on it, it already had maintenance that needed doing to it. So I think it'd be quite cool to have I don't know, maybe a global used market. So when you're starting out, you're not going to buy a brand new tractor, are you? You're not going to buy brand new equipment because it costs too much. You've got the leasing option, which we've actually got a really good mod in at the moment, called Lease to Buy. Because I've always said, if you lease something and you're using it a lot, and when you've got the money to then buy it, why can't you buy the thing that you've leased? So there's a mod now we've got, which means you can do that. So you lease it, and then you can buy it for a discounted price when you decide to. So why not have a used market? So if someone is starting out, they can buy used equipment, but have it as a global market, a bit like you get in Gran Turismo, etc. So if you want to go and buy someone else's used tractor, you go on the global marketplace, you look at the tractor you want, you know, someone's selling a voucher with, you know, 40 hours on it, it's going to be at a discounted rate, you buy it, it's got those 40 hours on it, you use it, you can then sell it, and then someone else could go and buy it with, you know, 60 hours on it. So I think that is a good idea. And the same with equipment, you know, you go and buy used equipment when you're first starting out. And I think that from a role play point of view, because people do a lot of this in, you know, in role play, I think that'd be quite cool. You know, what's the cheapest tractor you can buy on the marketplace that's got, you know, 150 horsepower? What's the cheapest cultivator you can buy? What's the, you know, the cheapest combine you can buy? You know, and start out a farm on a real tight budget. I think that'd be really cool. And, you know, another sort of dream thing for me would be, I don't know how it would work, but what if you had like a bigger map, say? So a bit like you can have multiple farms on one map, What about you have multiple maps on one bigger map? So if you had a group of friends and you all did farming, rather than all farm on the same farm, you could all farm on different farms that were somehow connected. So what if you have this Elmcreek and there's a grid of and a maximum of 9 squares that you could have of multiple farms, and maybe on each map there's a connecting point. So if the farm is a square, in the middle of each map, very center, the top, middle, top, bottom, left and right, there's a connecting road that you can't change. What if then you linked to someone else's farm? So if you're running short of sugar beet and your next door neighbor has got sugar beet and they want to sell it to you, you go to that connecting point, there's a buy and sell point, and you connect to your neighbor. So you put a request in, they take their sugar beet to that connecting point, don't necessarily drive onto your map because that would be too complicated. They take that sugar beet to that connecting point, sell it, you drive there and pick it up, obviously at a cost, so that you're playing on your map but you're connecting to people around you, a bit like SimCity used to. So you can buy resources and things from your your mates. Or would we want an even bigger map? This map is huge, but what if it was, rather than this one farm, what if it was multiple farms? So what if this map was 4 times bigger? And so you could have your farm here, but what if this grid was 4 times bigger? So you could farm with your mates on 4 separate farms. So we can be doing our Sims and Stuff farm down here and have another farm about 20 minutes drive away. I think that would be quite cool. So yeah, lots of things I want to see in future farm sim versions. I think we're running out of equipment. I think all the major brands, they've now got in and tied in. I want more equipment. I want to be able to choose from more tractors and more combines. Why are we just limited to the 5 or 6? Why isn't it like Gran Turismo? I know it's licensing, but surely Giants make a fair chunk of money off this. But I suppose that's why they rely on the mod marketplace, because mods do so well and there are so many. Right, final little bit of this then. And then this field is done. So we'll take the mowers back, give them a clean, park them up, go back to the main yard. So then we'll collect this grass later on tonight's farming stream. Oh, it's going to be a messy section in the middle there, isn't it? Oops. There we go. Right, done. Right, let's fold that up. Fold the front one up. Lift it up. Right, so let's take this back to the yard. It's very bouncy. Which I suppose it would be, because that's taking my weight off the front. Well, the fact these flaps are waving around. Oh god, airborne. Oh my god. Okay, that got a bit light. Okay, into here. Find the pressure washer. I'm sure there's going to be one in here somewhere. There's one. Moo indeed. Right, let's give this thing a clean then. And the back one as well. There we go. That's all nice and clean. Right, let's go and put the mower back. So then we go back down to the main yard and look around and feed the animals. Rack one. Go. Front one down. Go and pick my weight up. So yeah, this is the first of 2 farming streams today, but the first of 3 streams today. I'll be back at lunchtime with my first look at construction sim. And then back tonight for some multiplayer farming. Right, okay, let's go back to the main yard then. I'm going to check on the animals. So all the way down this road back into standard Elmcreek map. That's the field I'm looking forward to, field 10, because that is huge. With a bit of a forest in the middle, so I think that'll be a challenge. We'll get rid of the forest in the middle, flatten the field, and just make it one massive, great big square field. Right, back towards the main yard. So we'll check on the cows. I think there's 2 lots of cows that both need food. So we've got to find out which ones they are, find out where they are on the map. And we've only got 1 tractor and trailer combo that will fit under the TMR mixer mod. So it's going to be a changed tractor. Back into the yard. Here's the TMR mixer. So I'll back my tractor up here. So here's the pig food one. Oh god. So we got 50,000 litres of pig food in there. And then round the corner here is the TMR one. And we've got 50,000 litres in there. So I need to take it from here. Because at the moment it's stopped production because it's full. So if I take some out, we can then go and feed the animals with it. So let's have a look then, start at the top. So chickens are okay. Right, those cows have got no TMR. So let's tag them. Find out where they are on the map. Where are you, cows? There. Okay. So that's those ones down there. So they've got no TMR at all. So let's go back. We'll untag them. Let's jump in this little tractor then. And this trailer just about fits under that TMR mixer. So does the tractor, just about, you know, trailer that just fits. So we'll fill this with TMR. So once we're taking it out of there, that should then start producing more. Hi Owen. There we go. Right, that's full. Right, now make our way down to those cows. I could have changed tractor. I could have just used this one to pull it through, but may as well stay in it now. Gives it a run.
Oh, yeah.
That's a name. Teub. I'm going to call you Teub. Thanks very much for the follow. So yeah, this is the first of 3 streams today. 2 farming streams. Back with some farming tonight in multiplayer. But back at lunchtime, so midday, with my first look at construction sim. So this isn't going to be a long stream. We'll probably just get the animals sorted. because we'll probably do another sort of 3 hours tonight, I should imagine. Right, so down here to the animal yard where the cows are. In here. I don't know why we've got another maintenance thing down here, but okay. And a load of saplings. And a random bucket. Right, in we go. So this trailer does hit the roof a little bit. So not the best trailer for it, but it's what we have. Yeah, so just about hits the roof. Friday's off, part-time college person. Right, so that's those. So, oh blimey, okay, we have to go back and get another trailer load then, I reckon. That's tight out of there. Right, back to the yard then. Pick up some more. Good to see actually, because we probably empty the TMR mixer with this load, but there is some in the silo, so if it doesn't fill the trailer, then we'll take some out the silo, and then we can see if the TMR mixer is actually, well, mixing. Okay, up here, back to the yard. Thankfully just missed the train. Okay. Don't know yet. Right, let's go. So yeah, 28,000 litres. Yeah, it is working. It's just going up. So fill this back up again. Interesting to see now. There should be enough in here to be able to fill this trailer. Yeah, I'll cancel breakfast for tomorrow. Alright, there we go. So yeah, that's producing TMR. Awesome. Right, so let's back this under there again. And then take a trip back down. So again, this is one of those jobs, looking after the animals, that is important to the farm, and is one of those things that, you know, someone that's fairly inexperienced in farming can just come on and keep an eye on. Certainly keeping those machines topped up. If people have been on and they're doing fields and things, then it's one of those jobs that's actually really important, because those machines can't really run out of stuff going in them, because if they run out, then we stop producing TMR, which means the animals don't get food, which means we don't produce milk. We're not doing golfing with idiots tomorrow. So yeah, so there's lots of little jobs on the farm that are sort of not necessarily farmy, but are actually sort of quite important. So things like this, doing the mowing as we did earlier, you know, and as you know, it's quite a bit of time to do those sort of things. So this is certainly going to be one. There may be even another load required to come down here. So I know we've got some TMR in the silo, but almost need to empty. So we've got pig food in the other one, so almost need to take that out of the pig food machine and put that into the silo, because otherwise it stops producing it. Because it will reach its maximum capacity and then it can't make any more. Don't save their game. Okay, we're going this way this time. Don't know why this salt TMR thing's just dumped here. It's not very well planned, that. Crispy. Oh, that's only just. Okay, empty this. And then we'll see what their capacity is. It may be that requires, I don't think it will take another full load. Yeah, trailer slightly hitting the roof, so we need a trailer that pushes out rather than tips up to do this, really. Right, what are they at now? Yeah, so another trailer load to come down here. Okay, back we go again. So you can't use, well, you probably could use a bigger trailer, but we can't get a bigger trailer under the mixing machine. So it's one of those things, you know, you either then take it out of the mixing machine, put it in the silo, and then you can use a bigger trailer to take it out of the silo and bring it down here, as long as it's not a tippy up trailer. But other than that, it's a couple of trips backwards and forwards with a little trailer, which is fine. It's quite easy to do. But as I was saying, you know, it's one of those simple jobs that someone without a lot of farm sim experience can just come on and do, making sure the animals are topped up with food, taking milk from the cows and go and selling it, taking wool from the sheep and go and selling it, selling honey, selling excess pigs. We still haven't quite worked out what we can do with slurry. We don't really use it on the fields because it's just not effective until we can find a mod that will maybe let us put slurry in a liquid fertilizer spreader, so that we can use that to do the fields in a easier format. We could go and sell it at the biomass, but you just don't get a lot for it. So the time you spend shifting slurry, you'll get like a couple of thousand per load, which again is something to do. So if someone wanted to come on and didn't really fancy doing a field, by the time you've gone around and done the animals and sold some stuff, that's a couple of hours. So we'll see what's back into production. We'll take out whatever's excess in there, and then we'll go and grab some from the silo. So what have we got in here? Yeah, there's 11,000 litres in there already, see? So we'll go and take that. And then we'll go and fill up the rest of the trailer from what we got in the silo. Feed the cows, go and feed the other cows. Come back. We need to transfer the stuff out of the piggy food maker into the silo so the piggy food maker gets done. Because I think the piggies are okay. Let's have a look at the piggies. Maybe could do with a bit. Sheep will need grass. The other cows have got nothing, and the cows in the cow pasture have got half. So you could spend quite a bit of time just looking after the animals. So we've got the main silo. And grab some. Oh god, that was okay, I think. If I could back under a thing, of course. Right, there we go. Okay, so one more trip down, which it might not take this whole trailer load. And if it doesn't, then I'll look and see where the other cows are, and we'll go and take the excess to those. And we have to do another trip up to them. So yeah, feeding the animals. If people are on doing fields, like people have been on but not looked after the animals, then the animals obviously use the food they've got, which means it needs to be topped up. So the more people are on, the more animal work there is to do. So we had someone on the farm last year, or earlier this year, that just spent the whole time doing grass and animals because we were on doing fields. So like tonight there'll be maybe 3 or 4 of us on concentrating on that grass field and doing forestry. Then all that time we're on, the animals are using food, which means they need more food again. So it's great when you're doing other things, but you've got to keep your eye on the animals. Again, that's why we do need more people to help us on the farm, to either turn fields over or just to come on and do simple things like this, or looking at the crop. Right, what crop we got in the silo, what's the price of it, is it best to sell it now or is it best to wait? So going forward, all the crop that we harvest we're going to put in the silo so that we can then sell it at the best price and then use that money to buy more fields. So I love the fact that we're just getting more involved again in various aspects of the farm. And the more people there are on, the more people you get that have got an interest in doing other things. Right, let's go back this way again. I'm trying to cut round on the grass this time. Right, so I don't know if these are going to take the whole of this trailer now. But they should at least then fill them up. Blimey, okay. Really? That took the whole lot. Blimey. Which ones are we? We are those cows. Wow. Yeah, that's still not full. So 55, that must be 60,000 litres then. Blimey. Okay, so where's the next cows? Let me tag them. I don't know where they are. Where are you, cows? I bet you're going to be somewhere really far. Oh, of course, you're all the way up there. Okay. That's a thing. How the hell do we get up there? So I think what we need to do, we need to go back to the farm, grab some more TMR, come back down here, top up these, and then go all the way up to those cows and put the rest in. Okay, that's going to be a trick. We'll be back, cows. So one more load down here. So once we've fed the animals, we'll end. Because I'll be back in 3.5 hours' time with the next game for today, which is my first look at Construction Sim. Tonight back with some multiplayer farming. Tomorrow lunchtime, if Construction Sim is good, which I'm hoping it is, then we'll do that again. If not, I might do some cooking sim. And then save Construction Sim to Tuesday night next week. So tomorrow night then, not sure, I've got a few ideas, but not sure yet what we're doing tomorrow night in multiplayer. Saturday though, lunchtime is going to be some Train Sim World 3 on the Arosa line. Saturday night is some ETS2 in multiplayer, taking really underpowered trucks into the quarry. Sunday, double farming. Farming at lunchtime, and then farming again in the evening, like we did last week because of the bank holiday. And then Monday, once the initial proceedings are over, with obviously the state funeral going on, then I will be here streaming something Monday afternoon. Probably some farming, because farming. And then Tuesday next week, so may do some Construction Sim. Wednesday is going to be Train Sim Classic. Thursday will be something multiplayer, as will Friday next week. Probably do some golfing with idiots next Friday. And then more things next weekend. Right, so let's take some more out of here. Because it's put in... There's only 1,000 litres, it's not worth it. Let's go and fill up from the... Let's go and fill up from the silo then. And then go back down there, top up those ones, and then take the trip to the north of the map. No, we don't want to put wheat in there, do we? Because that would just be ridiculous. I don't think the cows will be impressed with that. TMR, 85,000 litres. Blimey, that fills up quick. Okay, So back up. Okay, tank slapper. Back down to these cows again. So they're not going to take all of this, but we're going to take the excess up to the other ones. So maybe a couple of trips up to the other ones, and then we'll be done. At least this little tractor's getting some use. Quite like it actually. Don't think it's powerful enough for field work. Right, back down here, and then we've got to come all the way back down this road and go all the way up to the other corner of the map. Okay, around here again. They've probably eaten some since the last time I was down here. Pretty greedy cows. Yeah, you moo at me. Right, there we go. So those are full. Cows have got as much food as they can handle. Now it's back up to the other cows in the top corner of the map. Which is just about in the top corner of the original Elmcreek map. So we've gone to the bottom left of the original map, to the top right of the original map. Thankfully it's not in the extended map, because that would have been an even longer drive. So we'll fill these cows up, then what we'll do is we'll take some pig food out of the pig food machine and put it in the silo, so that can carry on production. And at least then tonight when we're back on, the animals will be fine. All the way along here to where this road bends and then head north. Over the train tracks, thankfully no train coming. Through the industrial estate. See the shaft of light in the distance where we're heading for. So around there, around here. And continue north. With some save lag. There we go. Thank you. So this is just going bottom left, top right of the original Elmcreek map. Originally we had our yard down in the bottom right of the map and then moved it to the middle where it is now because it was just ridiculous trying to get anywhere. Okay, are we going to get up this hill? Just about. Go on, you can do it. Get up the hill. Okay, into the cows. Hello cows, I have food for you. Yeah, move to you too. So that's now giving them, where are we? That's those ones, that's those ones. So yeah, so there we go. So that's now giving them TMR. So chickens we know are okay. Cows we've done down there, they're okay. Sheep do need grass. Sheep are up here, I think. Pigs are fine. Those sheep need grass. Those are the cows we're doing now, and the other cows are fine. So maybe I'll bring one more load of... you haven't played this in a while. It's extremely addictive. It's so good. So I'll bring one more load of TMR up here. So at least they're then fending for themselves, as it were. But these fields up here we own, we haven't really done anything with these because they're tiny. Yeah, it is one of those things that you'll either just completely want to crack on with it, or certainly if you're on a single player farm, you can end up losing interest. But although, you know, I'm on a MP farm on my own currently, everything I'm doing is for the benefit of the farm. So tonight, when we're back on with a few of us, the animals will be fine. So we haven't got to worry about those. So spending an hour now making sure the animals are all fed, which means the cows are producing milk, so we can sell that, is certainly a benefit to the farm. And obviously mowing the grass as I did earlier as well. 2:30 a.m. I'm guessing you're... Oh, blimey. 6 hours. Middle America. So you're on Central Time. Okay, back to the yard. More TMR. Well, I said it's on our East Coast is 5 hours behind us. 8 hours for the West Coast, so Central Time's 6, isn't it? Right. TMR in there. Blimey, that's a quick fill up, isn't it? Right, back we go again. Oh god, that was some save lag. Yeah, thanks for that game. Made me crash into a building. Right, so we go back up there, we chuck one more load of food in them. So we'll come back, we'll transfer some of the pig food out of the pig food machine into the silo. And then I think we will be done. There's only going to be a short little stream this morning. So first of 3 streams today. Second being my first look at construction sim at midday. Third one being more farming tonight. It's quite nice actually, you know, although we did some mowing earlier on, sometimes doing stuff that isn't field work, you know, just whipping up and down, feeding animals and doing this sort of stuff is actually quite a nice thing to do. I do enjoy being in a combine and trundling around the field, but yeah, that does make a nice change. Okay, we're going to be a full trailer now. Is this thing actually going to get... Why would you change up, you stupid tractor? Really? You think third is a good... No? Okay, no, all right. That's what you're going to go with. Right, back we are at the cows. So at least then all of our cows have TMR. I was obviously doing something at some point. It may have been this. multi-stream this quite a lot. I don't know why we're only opening out little flat. I wonder why it's taking a long time to empty when it's only coming out a little hole at the back, but okay. Have I streamed it? I don't know if I streamed it. I certainly did it for YouTube. I don't know if I streamed it. Right, so there we go. So they've got 32,000 now. The other ones are fine. Sheep do need grass. Where are the sheep? I bet they're up here, aren't they? Yeah, sheep are up here. Typically. Behind us down there. Oh, actually, we're not far from the thingy yard. So we can go and grab some grass from there and bring it back up here and give to the sheep. We'll do that. We'll grab some grass, bring it back here, give to the sheep. So at least the sheep have got grass. And then we'll go back down, shift the pig food, and then we'll end. That's the problem with this. You just go, oh, I'll just do that, and then it'll be, I'll just do that, and then it's 5 hours later. Because there's just all these little tiny things that need doing. So, left here. Down to the other yard. So at least all the animals have got some sort of food then. Okay, yeah, just save their game, it's fine. I'm gonna get hit by the bridge. This is where we were earlier. That's the field over there to our left that we mowed. And the other yard's just here, so we'll dive in here, get a trailer load of grass. Grass, there we go. Blimey, that does feel quick. Okay. Sleep is always a good thing. It's your body saying, look, I've had enough. We need sleep now. Okay, so we'll take this back. Chuck it at the sheep. Back to the yard. Transfer, empty out the pig food one into the silo, and then we will be done. I was only going to do an hour. I thought, oh, come on, I'll do an hour. Give me plenty of time to mow the grass. and do the animals. Didn't realise how long it would take to mow that grass. And here we are nearly 2 hours later. Oops. That's the thing with farming. You just think, oh, I'll just go on for an hour. No, no, you can't do that. It's impossible. Okay, so just down here is our turning again. Hi, McBone. Right, so all the way past the cows this time. Down to the sheep with some lovely grass. So, past here. And down to here. Here we are, sheepies. We have grass for you. Don't know how much of this you're going to take, but we have some. Uh-oh, this tray's going to clip that roof, isn't it? This can only end badly. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. That's a thing. Did that empty, or was that I just moved? Alright, they can take more. There we go. Right, now they're full. Okay. Right, we'll take this excess grass then back to the main yard. So all the animals have now got some sort of sustenance. Don't save there. Thank you. Right turn here. So back to the main yard, dump this in the silo, empty the pig food from the pig food making machinery thing. So that will carry on producing the piggy food. Put that in the silo, and then we're done. And tonight we're going to come back, we've got to get that grass off the grass field we mowed earlier, and chop down some trees, and then see if we can extend that grass field even more, because, you know, we need more grass. And then double farming on Sunday. Farming at lunchtime and farming in the evening. Okay. Let's put this in there. Yeah, there's already 176,000 litres of pig food in there. We're about to add to that because the pig foodie machine has stopped producing the piggy food. Thankfully, it's just a little loop around. So yeah, that had stopped producing. Well, it hasn't got much sugar beet or wheat, so that needs topping up. So again, you could just go, okay, that needs stuff. So you take it out of the silo, put it in this, and that's full. You put that back in the silo. The animals then need food. You go and put stuff in the animals. You end up being stuck in this loop for hours and hours and hours of things that need doing. You know, that needs wheat and sugar beet in there, and probably some more corn. So it's a case of, right, we got sugar beet, we got wheat, and then we got corn in our silo. So you end up taking it out of the silo and putting it in there. I've parked in front of where that guy wants to walk. That's quite amusing. So yeah, we got wheat, we got sugar beet, and we got corn. So we got everything that machine needs to make more pig food. I don't know why it's opening from the grain door. Right. That's definitely a lot of piggy food. There we go. Right, we'll go and park this up. That guy's been stood there the whole time. It's like, no, I'm not walking round your tractor. You've parked where I'm supposed to be walking. That's not very straight parking, is it? There we go. Right, I'll get my tractor out of this person's way, so he can carry on his walk. There we go. He's been stood there patiently that whole time. Right, park my tractor back up. And there we go. A couple of hours of stuff on the farm done. More farming back in some hours time, 9 hours time. Back at 6 p.m. tonight for some more of the farming. Next stream, though, is back in 3 hours time. My first look at construction sim. So looking forward to that one. And yeah, this evening, some forestry and things on the farm, and then more farming again on Sunday. So thanks to you lot in chat for keeping me company on this early morning farming session. Been quite enjoyable actually to do this. And a thanks to this one person, I think. Well, thanks to Larwood and Lightbot for doing no moderation, and that word for doing the following. Thank you very much indeed. I will be back then in 3 hours time to do some construction. Until then, if you have been, thanks very, very much for watching.